Good morning. Happy Wednesday. So I've been thinking a lot about the power of collaboration. How are you this morning? Let's make some energize. Let's do the thing. Let's talk about the power of collaboration. And the reason I was thinking about it this morning is because yesterday on Tuesdays, I have this incredible mastermind with other female leaders in the Beachbody Network. And on Tuesdays, we go live in each other's teams and just share thoughts and best practices and tips for our coaches to grow big businesses so they can create big lives. So yesterday I went live in my friend Allie's team page, Holly's team page. Allie went live in my team page, and there's 6 of us and we rotate around. And it's this power of collaboration. Think about it, like in terms of immediate benefit. I don't have any immediate benefit from helping another coach's team succeed, right? But that is small thinking. And the longer, so fruit punch, lemon energized, now collagen. The longer I am in this business, especially this business, which is so female dominated, that's what makes it so awesome, the more strongly I'm reminded, the more I learn about the power of collaboration, and the more I learn about the women who just don't get it. And I always think, why? Why do you want to go through this business or life on your own? Why? And some of it I think has a lot to do, well, not some of it. I think it has a lot to do with just generations of only having a few seats at the table. For generations, there have been, if there were 12 seats at the table, 2 of them could be women. And so there is this inherent sort of competition among women when it comes to maybe business, life too. But then when you go back generations, it's where the phrase "it takes a village" comes from. Women banded together as a village to take care of their village. Somewhere along the line, we got off track and we got into this competitive nature instead of this collaboration nature. And so yesterday, because Tuesdays we go live in each other's team page, I was just so strongly reminded about the power of collaboration. And collaboration at its best happens all the time, not just when it's convenient, because we all know humans, women, who are all excited to collaborate and be your friend when something cool is happening, But the power in collaboration is the bringing together of humans, women in this case, who all have different skill sets, who all have different and unique gifts, because every human being on the planet has unique gifts and strengths and light. We all do. We're all put here for a purpose. There's a reason why we're here. Nothing is random. And you have unique gifts just like I have unique gifts. And women, or maybe it's just me, sometimes we struggle actually saying out loud, well, yeah, I actually do have gifts and I have talents and I have a light, and all of it's different. What you have is different from what I have, which is different from what my coaches have. And here's what's cool. This is why teams work. When you come together and you bring all these gifts and talents together, that's when real success happens. So even though I, on the surface, don't have any direct benefit over going into Holly's team page or Allie's team page or Micah's team page or Ruth's team page or Brittany's team page and sharing 13 years of knowledge and experience in this coaching business, even though it may not on the outset, from the outside, look like I have any direct benefit. When one of us is creating success, it creates a tidal wave of success. It creates an energy, a vibration of success. That's the power of collaboration. It's not because there's a direct effect and that all of a sudden my team does immediately better because I spoke on someone else's page. It's because the energy of collaboration reverberates, and the saying is true, rising tides lift all ships. And I get so passionate about this because I see coaches on my team, I see women in my life who still exist in, this is so freaking good, y'all. So good. Who still exist in the mindset that there are only so many seats at the table. And they are so afraid to collaborate and share as if they, well, they're operating in a scarcity mindset. And they only start collaborating and sharing when they think there's a direct benefit for them. And that makes me so sad because it's 2021 and women, we are better than that. We're just better than that. There aren't so many seats at the table. There's as many seats at the table as we want to make. And the more we collaborate, the more seats at the table we actually create. And if you think there's not a seat at the table, bring your own dang chair and make your own dang spot at the table, or build a new table, or bring the table. You be the table. You know, there's as many spots at the table as we want to make for each other. I remember a really cool quote about the movie musical, The Prom. And it was a Broadway show turned into a Netflix musical that had, big time stars, Meryl Streep being one of them. The young woman who played the main character was a newcomer. This was her first big role, breakout role. So talented. And in this interview with her, she says, I remember when I came on set for the first time, and seated on like some stairs were all these amazing Nicole Kidman, Meryl Streep, Andrew Rannells, who's a Broadway star who was also in this, James Corden, like big stars. And here she comes. This is her first role. And when she came on set and they were all sitting over there on the stairs, she said Meryl Streep literally reached out her hand, scooted over on the stairs and said, here, sit here, join us, sit here. And this young woman who was a star said she literally made room for me in the group. So powerful. There wasn't just so much space in the group. There was room for her. There's not just so much room at the table. There's room for everyone. And so as a female, if you're watching this and you have any thoughts about doing anything, starting a business, starting a journey, starting a career, making a change, do whatever, and you're thinking, well, I don't know that I can do that. I don't know if there's room for me to do that. I don't know if I have the ability to do that. I'm telling you, there's room for you at the table. And the more you collaborate, the more you lean in, the more you join forces, link arms with other women, the stronger, more powerful, and more successful you will become. Hands down, no question. I've seen it from both sides. I've seen it when I personally am actively engaged in collaboration, how much better it makes me. I've seen it when I think, well, let me just figure this out on my own. Like, why? And it never works. You know, my husband is a college football coach, and it's all he's ever done. He played football in college. He was a graduate assistant coach, and his only job he's ever had has been coaching collegiate football. He's been doing it a very long time. So you would think he would know all there is to know about coaching college football. Yet when he goes to work every day, he goes to his office and he has a staff where they collaborate to make decisions. Even though he's been doing this thing for like 25 years. And yet he goes to work and has a staff where they collaborate because Joe knows more about coaching this set of players. And this coach over here knows more about coaching this set of players. And this coach brings a different skill set. And this coach came from a different school and came to the Butler staff and he knows this and that. And together they create a staff that helps these young men succeed together. The same is true for you and me. If we want to create success of any form in our life, look at your community, look at your tribe, look at your village. Who are you collaborating with? Who are you hanging out with? Who's in your tribe? And if your tribe, your community, the women that you are hanging out with are dreaming small dreams and have small goals, and their biggest goal is, the tailgate at the Friday night football game that week, what they're going to wear or what they're going to bring. If that's their biggest situation in their life, I'm going to encourage you to get a new tribe and a new community and a village of women who have such big dreams that it makes you nervous, that it makes you challenged, and that somewhere it also inspires you. When I get in my collaboration thread with these incredible women whose teams we speak live every week, and we run mastermind groups and workshops for our coaches, we really come together to do cool stuff for our coaches to help them succeed. When I get in that mastermind and I listen to them talk about their goals and what they want to create this week, it makes me nervous in the best way possible because they have such high standards. It forces me to raise my standards. It forces me to bring value to the table. It forces me to get better in the best way possible because I don't want to leave that group. I don't want to leave that vibe. I don't want to leave that energy. Number one, you have to collaborate. Number two, take a look at your community. And if you don't have women that you'd want to collaborate with, make a change. You're not a tree. You can change. And number three, embrace the concept. The collaboration is absolutely where all success is. There aren't limited seats at the table. Build your own table. Bring your own seats and make sure there's room for everybody. The more voices, the more talents, the more gifts, the more strengths, the more light you bring together, the more successful all of us will become. And think about the power of modeling collaboration and reaching your hand out and helping others, reaching down, reaching up, working together side to side. Think about the model of that if you have daughters and how powerful that is. Because if I feel like there's only so many seats at the table, that's what I'm teaching my daughters. And that mindset then continues. But if I say to my daughters, you can do anything you want to do. And when you collaborate with other women, you become even more powerful. And then I model that in my life. That's what they learn. So that's what they do. And then that's what their kids do. And their kids do. And the ripple effect that we create as females, as women in this society is so great. It almost blows your mind. It's so great. And I believe it starts with collaboration. I believe it starts with putting our guard down, letting go of the belief that there are only so many seats at the table, embracing collaboration, taking a look at your tribe and making sure it is one that you want to collaborate with. And if it's not, get a new one. Get a new one. There's 1 billion people in the world. There are humans out there. There are women out there who are your tribe. Keep looking for them. And number 3, model that behavior so other women see it too. Tell other women, say it out loud. There aren't limited seats at the table. We're gonna build our own table. There's as many seats as we want. And I guarantee you that the more deeply you collaborate, not just when it's convenient and not just when someone cool comes along, but like the more deeply you collaborate with people who have goals and dreams that scare you a little bit, that make you a little bit nervous, the more deeply you collaborate with them, I think you'll blow your own mind. I believe that. And I believe the more success we will create for everyone. Today I'm recording a podcast with Elise Joan, creator of Bar Blend. She has no investment in my podcast whatsoever, and she's just choosing to collaborate with me because rising tides lift all ships. So collaborate, take a look at your community, move forward with courage and confidence that you can create the community that you want, and then get about it and encourage others to do the same. Rising tides lift all ships, my friends, and women are so enormously powerful. Let's get after it today. Let's make some waves today.